Here are the horoscopes for the week of the 25th of April to the 1st of May 2022. This week builds up to a new moon eclipse on Saturday, but before we get to that, there's some other subtle shifts. So moving on from last week's energy, there's still a lot of activity in Pisces. This hasn't felt like a very Aries year at all. And in fact, the sun's already gone into Taurus. So we seem to have skipped that Aries fire that we're used to. But that will be coming in soon, with both Mars and Jupiter activating us. But for now, we're still swimming in the etheric and magical waters of Pisces. And this week, the moon will go from Pisces through Aries and into Taurus. Lots of Pisces and Taurus energy. It's inwards, it's present, centered and grateful. The abundance of nature, the growing of the light, feeling of collective uprising, hope, new beginnings. And there's nothing really uncomfortable in the air. So the big news of this week is that Venus meets with Neptune. And this happens towards and on the full moon at the end of the week. So recently we had Jupiter-Neptune conjunction. And that was a real breaking through point, lifting the veils, moving from the old system into the new system. But now we have Venus meeting with Neptune. These are an octave, they're a pair, the earth female, the spiritual female. And I've been talking a little bit recently about clearing our vessels so that we can open and receive, to be still, to listen, to be receptive. That's very much the heart energy of this combination. So if we're not too busy and we're taking advantage of these sacred Pisces Taurus moments, then you should be able to tune into the magic of receiving, really. Where do ideas even come from? Where does inspiration even come from? Oftentimes when we're quiet, when we're not trying, when we've put a genuine call out for some information or an opportunity or some enlightenment, then it can come in the subtlest of ways. So realising we're not housed just within the flesh body, being slowly schooled into our vibrational selves, clearing up our energetic field, our electromagnetic field around us, but now going even further than that, tuning into where do things even come from. Heart manifestation, putting a genuine desire out, a genuine frequency, and being patient and receiving back, and calm and quiet enough to notice. Because that's it really, all of this magical aspect of our lives has been happening all along, but it's the distraction or the busyness of the mind that can actually make us knock it to the side, not notice, not realise the importance of things. So practice manifestation this week. Build up a genuine desire. Send that out as a wave form. Then be present enough to notice the signs and signals guiding you to the answer. Mercury steps in subtly again. Very, very subtle, all of this. But we're heading towards a Mercury retrograde from Gemini back into Taurus. And this week Mercury will step over the point that it will retrograde back to. So we can tune in now to see what comes into our field of awareness, as we know that the first phase of Mercury retrograde, as it builds up towards the actual retrograde phase, is awareness. So be aware, have your antennae up, be curious, pick up on the subtle hints, the slight disruptions but lead us in a different direction, blocks and resistances to change. Because we're often asked to change our mind and change our ways during a Mercury retrograde, and that can often leave us in a much, much better place. Then as we get to the weekend, we have on Saturday the 30th a new moon, partial eclipse at 10 degrees Taurus, and this is at 21:27 UK time. And Uranus is in play as well at 14 degrees. So Uranus in Taurus has been deconditioning our emotional programming. We're stepping into the Aquarian way of soul relating. It's self-love and freedom are the keynotes going forwards, not trying to control others or look for something outside of us that we already have within. So eclipses can bring sudden messages as one body interrupts the field of another by aligning. And with Uranus there, that could be something surprising, something revolutionary, sudden blast to clear emotional conditioning out of the way, chance meetings. But it's a very light-hearted combination, as long as we have a sense of humour. So again, being prepared to change, and even more so as we approach the Mercury retrograde. Change of heart, change of perspective of who we are, our relationship with ourself, our relationship with others, and what relationships even are to begin with. So very gentle ebbing and flowing this week, washing away what we're ready to release, clearing space and time for us to be still, open and receive. So if you'd like to see where this is happening for you, I am available, zoehind7@gmail.com. These videos and more are on my YouTube channel, Zoeastro. I post links on my Facebook, AstroZo, and my Instagram, zoehind7. So wishing you a beautiful, soulful, sentient week as we stop, look and listen and tune in with our maximum capacity to receive divine guidance, cleansing and realignment. So those are the horoscopes for this week, and I'll see you next week.